So there's one more topic I really wanted to hit upon this week that I really find interesting, and I hope you do too. As my little thumbnail shows on my little YouTube video, is that how are these people accumulating so much wealth? I just don't understand it, and I don't understand how anybody's okay with it. I see so many people having like just flip outs of what Trump's doing along with Elon Musk, looking into all of and everybody's budgets. And I think it's ridiculous that any of these government budgets can be making anybody millionaires. Like everybody talks about socialism, it's amazing, and communism, and it works. Yet at the same time, they can be okay with people like Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Mitch McConnell, all of these people making so much money, it's ridiculous. And again, that's the problem with communism, and people don't realize it. That's why my parents left communism back in the early 80s. It's because you trust a group of people, you give them all the power, you give them all the land, you give them all the money, and they just accumulate it. Why they tell all of us, we have to really just all come together and live by the means that we can, and we'll make this country great. And that's all lies, because they're all taking advantage of it. Elizabeth Warren, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Mitch McConnell, all of these people are worth so many millions, it is ridiculous. I'm going to show you a couple of the numbers. And Elon Musk and the DOGE are looking into large-scale wealth accumulations by specific high-profile politicians. And I find that really interesting because I think that's an issue, right? I mean, for the last, 8, maybe 10 years, we've been hearing about Trump, release your tax information. We need transparency. And all of a sudden the script is switched and they're all freaking out. Again, I believe there should be transparency across the board, especially for lifetime politicians. I think it's ridiculous how much they accumulate. Of course, the only people against this stuff raise moral and ethical questions as to whether or not this is right and looking into their privacy. But I'm sure all of these people are the same ones that were screaming about Trump releasing his tax records. Fair is fair all the way across the board. Again, I hate it that it always seems like I'm defending Trump, but don't forget Mitch McConnell, he's a Republican. I think everybody should be held accountable. So let's look at the numbers, and I want you to ask yourself, do you think if you had this salary, let's say you're working for any company here in LA, probably make half of the salaries that these career politicians do, yet they're barely making it by. And these people like Nancy Pelosi, who has an annual salary of $223,000, yet her net worth is $202 million. Mitch McConnell, annual salary, $200,000, net worth $95 million. Chuck Schumer, annual salary, $210,000, net worth $75 million. Elizabeth Warren, annual salary, $285,000, net worth $67 million. Tell me how this is okay. Tell me how it is okay when our schools look like crap. Tell me how is it okay when our streets look like crap. Tell me how is this okay, even in capitalism, that somehow our politicians are worth tens of millions of dollars for public service. And then tell me that there's not conflicts of interest happening in government and policy that they're passing. Tell me that you don't think it's fishy that somehow we have been fed up with the crap that we have been dealing with for the last decade or two. And it doesn't have anything to do with these career politicians. I don't care what side of the spectrum you're on. You have to find this ridiculous, and you have to agree this stuff has to be looked at. I get it. You don't like Elon Musk. You don't like Donald Trump, but somebody's got to do this. And look, all of these people wanted Trump to be transparent with his income and taxes. Okay, I don't even know if he did it, but he's turning the script and now they're all freaking out. That's weird, okay? I feel like this mental illness that's been happening to this country has manifested itself in psychological projection. So those people that are screaming at other people, calling them racists and Nazis, are most likely those people themselves. But that's for them to figure out and deal with.